Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And already we're underway here.
Well, as box office names go, Peter, David Beckham is right up there.
Yeah, he gets the turnstiles clicking, that's for sure, but footballing qualities?
Well, I think any defence is going to be nervous because of the sheer quality he can produce.
Especially over a dead ball.
Yeah, not just that, I think in open play he can deliver for fun too.
He's got full, and it's a goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong...
Oh, shooting chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Dembele clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Chips it through. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Vitinha. Oh, it's Dembele. And this is Messi. Pull it. Oh, shoots! Oh, taken with style. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
He's had it taken off him. Iniesta defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Pedro Neto gets into a good position. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And there's his chance to lead the counter. That's good vision. Oh, super ball! Takes a shot! They've done it! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Looking for options for movement. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Pull it. That's a nicely weighted pass. Oh, he's big chance! No mistake! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. So the lead now is 2.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look...
And a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Beckham. Darren Fletcher. Now Pirlo. And here's Shevchenko. Back into the middle. He's looking wide. It is a corner. Madrid have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. Beckham. Here comes the cross. Dembele. And now a sudden chance to counter. Dembele is always scanning the pitch for targets. Now it's Luis Suarez. Lobbed in behind.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And it's Messi. Pullet, who has set up 2 goals, and he's played it back. Fletcher does well to get it back. And it's Iniesta, played out to the left flank. Pedro Neto. Shevchenko is having a shot! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Luis Suarez. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that... Great shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Beckham actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Beckham plays it short. Beckham with the cross. Rijkaard can get it clear.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, that's well spotted. Darren Fletcher looking for the run. Now it's Iniesta. And that'll be the last act of the first half.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. And we are already promptly back underway. Van der Ven producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. No way through. Nicely spread. Now it's Luis Suarez. This looks promising. Oh, what a ball! Distributed tidily. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That has been cut short. Darren Fletcher. And it's Iniesta. Messi. Now it's Hullet. Played out towards the right wing. Caceres gets a foot in here.
Cambio de jugadores.
Thuram. He's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. He won't be happy with that one. And this is Hullet. And here's Shevchenko. That's a good ball out wide. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Corner number 4 coming up here. Beckham with the short one. Cross goes in there. That's an excellent interception. And the shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Owen, challenged just a bit on the firm side. Ferdinand demonstrating his defensive quality there. Sticks it away! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now it's Shevchenko. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And this is Hullet. Looking to play him in. And it's Vitinha. Great ball, and he's in here. Hullet was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Iniesta. Shevchenko does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Vieira. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, played right into his path. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 6, Iniesta. El dorsal 21, Pirlo.
Owen
El dorsal
is
5,
clearing after that one.
Ferdinand. El dorsal 24,
Right,
Fletcher.
Shevchenko.
Serán
Well seen,
sustituidos
saw
por
that coming.
el
He read that
dorsal
really
20,
well and stopped
el
it.
dorsal
And he has
22,
been fouled there.
el dorsal 3, el dorsal 13, Yaya Touré.
Not
Se va a
too
llevar a
many
cabo
have
un
the
cambio de
power
jugadores.
or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go? Decent hit from there. Oh, that's a key interception. Rafael Leao is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And the counter is on. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. And it's Owen. I think we're just about done here. Alisson gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Up he goes! Harmlessly behind. Robson has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight.
This is the time you need that pace.
And the number on the board is 3. Now it's Cruyff. Well read, nice interception. Thuram. Beckham. Maldini makes the interception. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We have already started here.
Well, Peter, you'd have to go a long way to find a defender who works harder than Araujo. So fast and physical.
And we saw that, of course, especially in 2022 in Spanish football's biggest game.
When he scored one of his team's 4 goals. In the end, though, the men from Madrid went on to win the season by a pretty big points margin.
13, wasn't it?
Yeah, and Araujo, at least he gave them a bloody nose along the way.
Well read, nice interception. Turan.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Best. Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, that was vital. Pull it. Vieira. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Great vision. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Here's Vieira, and that's really well manoeuvred. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Neither of these. He's gone for goal! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee. Best, a player who needs no introduction. Oh, it's come loose! Neither side yet able to find the net. Vieira. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
And it's Vieira. Tries to pass it through.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Looking for the run. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's got away. Best. Deep cross. And that is expertly dealt with. Ferdinand. Vieira. Vitinha. Aimed beyond the defence. Brilliant! There it is! There is the breakthrough! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible. Dembele really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Tries to play it through. That's a good ball. Best. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Vitinha. David Villa. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Bullet gets on the end of things as a matter of habit.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Best. Now it's Villa. Oh, nice one too, very nice. And it's Vieira. Cristiano Ronaldo. Best. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Nedved. Pull it. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. He can run onto that. And that's a good ball. Can he finish? Goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. And we are already promptly back underway. He's had it taken off him. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Pull it. Best. Vieira. Looking for options for movement. Milan needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Always onto this. A lot of space ahead of him. Oh, what a chance for a shot! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And he's had a hit! Great effort, beautifully taken.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
David Villa under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And here's the chance to counter. And it's made its way to him. Ronaldo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's Hullet. Messi. There's a sharp little ball here. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Villa really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Messi. Vitinha plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Played into space, and he was alert to it. Defending was strong and firm. That's tidy. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Wow, look who's involved.
Vitinha. Nedved.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Strokes it back. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Ronaldo. Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, great chance! Vieira. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vitinha. Passing is crisp and sharp. Pull it. Chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Messi. Oh, well played. Pull it. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Messi. Now it's Villa. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Knocks it into space. That has been cut short. Now it's Villa. David Villa will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
So a chance here, what can they... And that's it! So many thanks to Jim Beglin, that's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And already we're underway here.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
And that is a little undercooked. He's chosen to go back. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now that looks a decent ball. Now he's got space here. Oh, he's found support out wide, and he was quick to react. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Messi. Oh, that's a key interception. So, what can they make of this?
Fernando Torres is looking really fired up here, Peter.
Well, he's been a favourite of yours for years, hasn't he?
Well, club biases aside, I don't think I've ever seen a striker who's so outstanding both inside and outside the box, and who routinely makes the spectacular seem ordinary.
And his numbers are a long, long way from ordinary. Tries to play it through, and he's gone backward here. Koeman. He's in space and looking for options. And it's Caicedo. Doué! No, not quite.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Still goalless. Koeman. It's a really well-measured ball. And now the breakaway. Can he get on the end of this? Good read, needed to be. Ryerson. Koeman. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Applies the finish! Well, the contact was true enough, the aim wasn't quite.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Torres. Fernando Torres. Pedro. He's in plenty of space here. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Doué. Goes for the shot! He's got away with one there. Vitinha can see things others simply cannot. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Torres threads one in. And Torres! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's in! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And here's Messi. Dembele. Can he finish? It's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how...
He's having a go!
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Bullish header! Caicedo. Caicedo going full steam ahead down the left flank. Maldini spots it and intercepts. Messi. Bullet is always looking to break lines. Dembele's, he gets big! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Torres, and it's Doué, and it's Caicedo.
Minutes has been indicated.
And here's Torres. Vieira promptly onto that, and that is that. He's on it, can he get away? Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying.
And a quick
How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Oh, what a ball! Doué. Vieira. He's a sharp little ball here. Big chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. Kukçu. Here's Digne. Torres. Oh, good spread. Pedro. Kukçu is onto this. David Villa. Can he spark a counter here? Vitinha. Well, that has not gone well. Not the most convincing of passes. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
No, that's been intercepted.
The attendance for this
Lovely
match
pass,
was
but can he get there?
50,913.
Tries to pass it through. Dembele. Now it's Villa. Nicely spread. Maldini. And he cuts out the supply. Doué. Here's a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Passing is crisp and sharp, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Doué. Played out towards the right wing. Drilled in low. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, that's well spotted. Doué. Digne. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Messi. He won't be happy with that one. Nicely weighted ball. Picked out brilliantly. David Villa! They've done it! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. What do you think now about that goal?
Yeah, and anything that's hit low with real pace like that makes it so much harder for the keeper, and he was never going to get to that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Torres. Now it's Doué. Looking tidy in possession here. Doué's cross.
Pittsburgh really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Now that's a lovely exchange. Delivered with swing. And that should get the job done. Now it's Hullet. Dembele is in a really good position out wide. And this is Torres. Distributed tidily. Oh, no joy this time.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Vitinha. And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Pedro. Into the last 5 minutes. Out to the left it goes. That is good alertness. Doué. And here's Torres.
Pittsburgh really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Probing pass. That's been cut out, well played. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Villa. So just 1 extra minute for stoppages. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Pepe may well need to be at his best. There's a power about his game thanks to very decent pace for a big man, and he doesn't lose out much.
It's a mighty effort! They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Pullet was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Zico. Bruno Fernandes. Nicely spread. Cross to the back post. It's out for a goal kick. Aimed beyond the defence. That'll be a throw-in. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Good switch, that.
Out towards the flank. There's the crossfield ball. And it's Beckham. And a chance! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away.
Crunching tackle. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. Nicely weighted ball. Divi2 going face to face with his great rival. Vitinha. Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Pepe. Nancy are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
Beckham has it out wide and oh, what a clot! In for the pieces! He's got a goal! And this is getting better and better. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Nancy are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And the shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Maldini is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Goes looking wide. Now it's Zico. Lam. Looking to play him in. Thuram does well to get it back. That has ended up in no man's land. Vitinha. And it's Vieira. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Zico. For Lam. Beckham is looking to influence the game from out wide. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Bruno Fernandes. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? And here's Zico. He is through here. Fired deep towards the back post. Played back in. Spread out to the left. He's a sharp little ball here. Lam plays it in. Caceres. Messi.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And this is Dembele. And he's in on chance, surely! And yes, it's there! With half-time at hand. Perfect timing. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
This is threatening to become a really good game. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Zico has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Lam. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And that could set him on his way. Here's shot at goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And here's Dembele. Now it's Hullet. Looking for the run. Oh, cracking ball. Bruno Fernandes. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Vitinha. Ambitious ball here. He's being urged to shoot. Can he finish? Oh, it's hit the post.
Changement pour Nancy. Le numéro 4, le numéro 10, le numéro 24, Beckham, le numéro 19, Lam. À leur place, le numéro 9, le numéro 18, le numéro 8, Messi, le numéro 11. Changement.
And this is Luis Suarez.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Well, that pass isn't the best.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Roberto Baggio. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. James. And that's going right the way across. And that is as far as they're going to go. And he cuts out the supply. Played with finesse. And this is Roberto Baggio. And it's Pedri. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Looking for options for movement. Maldini. Messi. Tries to pass it through. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Luis Suarez. Aimed in towards... Big header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Pedro Neto. Couldn't squeeze it through. Roberto Baggio, quietly revving up.
Well, at least they acknowledge the effort. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Pedri.
You have to expect that from everyone now. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Pedro Neto is onto it in a flash. Makaleli. Played out towards the right wing. James. Now it's Pedro Neto. That's that, the end. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
So Javier Zanetti, Jim, very little doubt, I suppose, that he will have a huge influence on the outcome today.
Absolutely, Peter. One of his teammates even said he was better than all of us put together, which goes to show how complete a player he actually is. When it comes to balancing attack and defence, I'm not sure there's ever been anyone better.
It's been shipped out wide.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Hullet. Little pass back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
And that has been clubbed away and claimed it back swiftly. He's had it taken off him. Looking to play him in. Vitinha cuts it out. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. Zanetti. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Pelé. Pelé will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Nicely spread. Now it's Kimmich. No way through, so back it comes. Nice control. Ibrahimovic! And he's heaved it away. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Hullet. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. So we're still where we started right now. Ibrahimovic.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Vieira. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Hullet. Pelé plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Kimmich.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Thuram. And it's Zanetti. And here's Ibrahimovic. And that's a good ball. Real chance! And he's really put himself on the line here.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Chance! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Hullet. And it's Messi. Now he's got space here.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Rodri is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Aims beyond the defence. He's looking wide. Look at the space here. Oh, super ball. There's the shot! This time, surely! He has done it! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And there's the end of the first half. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
And the second half gets underway.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Vinicius Junior, he's tried one! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Vinicius Junior really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. And that's an excellent interception. And now they can spring out of defence. Great vision. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Hullet. And this is Dembele. Opts to play it back. Kimmich. Can he spark a counter here? And it's Kimmich. And that's been won straight back. That's an imaginative pass. And the counter is on. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And here's Dembele. Over to the left. Dembele. Zanetti getting this one clear.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
In towards the back stick.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 20.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Numero 23. Numero 22.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Luis Suarez. Il
Up
numero
di
6.
Sum.
Il numero 18.
Carvajal.
Il numero 26. Cambio di
The
giocatori.
pass is intercepted. Platini.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Rodri. Carvajal is one whose deliveries we all know about. Hangs in a cross. And that is expertly dealt with. Puskás. Platini. Puskás. Now it's Luis Suarez. Puskás. Up di Sum. That is Let's make sure that's not getting through. Carvajal hurtling down that right flank. Now it's Mbappe. Ferdinand. Rodri does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And here's Mbappe. Park Ji-sung. Looking for the run. Now this could be a chance. Nice interception, well timed. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Puskás, chance here to counter. Carvajal. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Hullet. Platini shapes to shoot! It's there! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Rodri. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves. Barcelona can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Can he get it through? And he's managed to get free. Delivery from Dani Carvajal. Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
So, third corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
It's a promising run he's making on the right. 2 minutes to be added on. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get on the end of this? Played into the box. Puskás! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd...
키키키키키키키키키요. 히히히히.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Borussia Dortmund have opted to go 3-4-3 by the looks of it here, Jim.
Yeah, it's one of these systems, Peter, where the front three are obviously the headline makers, but the back three have considerable responsibility and pressure on them, so a strong voice is needed to keep everyone switched on to their defensive duties. Everybody has to kind of play their part in getting behind the ball at times, and it's not always done because the focus is very offensive.
That's a throw. Luis Suarez.
Roberto Carlos receives it in a wide position.
Roberto Carlos, Peter, might have had more of an impact on the world game than any other fullback before or since.
In what regard?
Well, with his pace, skills and his overlapping runs, he effectively revolutionised the role. He turned the fullback into a vital attacking weapon. It inspired so many players to be just like him.
Yeah. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Neither side especially adventurous early on.
Suarez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Roberto Carlos.
Ferdinand is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Iniesta. And it's Luis Suarez. Suarez running with the ball. Takes a shot! Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Iniesta. Caicedo. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to...
Luis Suarez gets the shot, surely! It's in! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first... Oh, what a mistake! Crossed in. Oh, what a climb! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Hullet. He came in hard, very hard. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Beckham gets into... He rises! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
And that has left him in a heap. Chips it through. That has not gone well. Caicedo has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. Luis Suarez sticks it away. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper...
And he's had a hit!
Terrific effort, just off target.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Gullit. Now it's Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that has been cleared. Caicedo. Muscular approach does pay off here. Messi. Messi charging forward, the ball at his feet. And a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Ferdinand defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Beckham picks it up out wide. Lovely bit of skill. Hangs in a cross. Thuram deals with that comfortably. Messi. And he's worked it through, and it's Messi.
There will be
And he's
one
intervened
minute
well
at a
there.
time.
Luis Suarez. Passing is crisp and sharp. Roberto Carlos. And the whistle goes for half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A two-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. And he has shown him a yellow card. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Messi, and here's Suarez. Messi. And claimed it back swiftly. Aimed beyond the defence. And this is Messi. Van Dijk. Beckenbauer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And this is Luis Suarez. Suarez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Pass somewhat off target. That's a throw. Nice bit of trickery. He's got away. Neither of these two want to come off second best. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 17, Ibrahimovic. Coming on to replace him is number
It's just
30,
beyond his reach.
Šeško.
Well, Peter,
Substitution.
just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Šeško! Cruyff. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now, what about a counter-attack? There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. And it's Thuram. Now Roberto Baggio. Cruyff. Now it's Gullit. Vitinha. Here's Vieira. And it's Baggio. And this is Gullit. Nice interception, well timed. Messi. Roberto Carlos. And it's Luis Suarez. Nice control. Messi. Šeško. It's a pretty loose pass. Nicely spread. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Vitinha. That looks a cracking ball. Owen. It'll be a throw-in. Pullet receives it in a good position here. Not the most accurate pass. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. No foul, says the referee. Thuram was in no mood for any of that. Roberto Baggio, the specialist in tearing teams apart. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Cruyff. Borussia Dortmund needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Has a look and plays it forward. Chance here to counter. Vitinha tries to pass it through. Ferdinand pokes it out wide. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And he cuts out the supply. Messi. And it's Messi. Oh, good spread. He's found a way through. And he's got his cross in.
Borussia Dortmund truly seemed...
Vitinha has been caught there. It's a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Nicely weighted ball. Can he finish? Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are cruising away. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Luis Suarez. Messi. Šeško. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Now it's Hullet. Ferdinand demonstrating his defensive quality there. 2 minutes to be added on. Looking for options for movement. Engages and forces him off the ball. Cruyff. And that will be the final act. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
There's a player on this pitch who shines above the rest, and we're talking defence.
And that is?
Well, it's got to be Paolo Maldini.
Who's arguing?
Yeah, and he's a living, breathing symbol of leadership, loyalty and devotion to his craft. What a player.
Vitinha. Nicely shaped ball. Nice interception, well timed. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Knocks it into space. Has a look and plays it forward. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vitinha. Caceres. Maldini. Here's Vitinha.
He'll be disappointed with that.
Fair to say, I think a cautious start from both teams. That's a lovely, neat pass. And he's worked it through. Messi! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? And the cross comes in. Czech claims it without any fuss. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, well played. Well, there's the clearance. Engages and forces him off the ball. Šeško constantly looking for the ball into the box.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Chooses to go. Chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And that's definitely not his best. Mbappe. So we're still where we started right now. Robson is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. And here's Zola. Zola unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. A lovely Phidias. And Messi! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. This might spell danger. Pirlo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Zola gets into a good position. And that's aimed into the middle. And it's claimed by the keeper.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Robson looking for the run. Mbappe! Oh, crossbar! That's a good ball out wide. And it's Pirlo. David Villa could move up a gear here.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Dembele. Dembele. Looking to play him in. Dembele. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Wow, look who's involved.
Messi touches it back. Brilliantly cut out. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Zola. Can he get it through? Real chance! Thuram with the clearance.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Vitinha. Messi. Oh, goodness, having a shot! Superb goal!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time.
And the whistle goes for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford...
He's tried one! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Robson clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Villa. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Thuram. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Pullet picks it up out wide. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, what a climb! Varane gets good distance on it. Pirlo. Still just a single goal between the sides. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Caceres going full tilt down the left. Well, that looks a decent ball, and he's picked it up out wide. That is good strength. Oh, they could be caught out here. Shapes to shoot!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Some resolute defending there. The Netherlands appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting...
And a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero
Corner
24.
number 2 then.
Villa. Numero 20. Numero 10. Messi. Lasciano il campo per il numero 14.
And he shoots!
Il numero 6.
So, third corner of the game. Platini!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Michel Platini. He's on it, can he get away? Tries a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Platini actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 4 coming up here. That has not gone well. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Caught offside that time. Roberto Baggio. Now it's Martinez, looking here to chip it through, and that is expertly dealt with. Pirlo can see things others simply cannot. It's a promising position. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. But it's Thuram. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Roberto Baggio. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Out towards the flank. Some really good ball movement. Oh, shooting chance! And that would have won it.
Platini really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, easy pickings there.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it. Hullet really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And here's Hullet. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
They're up to 5 corners now. The Netherlands are looking to go forward now. Solar. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Hullet. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. And here's Lautaro Martinez.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
He is through here. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Vieira. Here's Vitinha. Mbappe. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Robson. Good take, and is he in? And we're done. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, here he is, Martin Caceres, an uncompromising, unrelenting defender, Jim.
Yeah, and that unbreakable spirit is what makes him so special, Peter. He just plays without fear, determined to win at all costs.
Every team needs one of him, doesn't it?
Well, if you want to be successful, it's essential.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Can he get it through? Tries to play it through. Takes a shot! Marvellous goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Arsenal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Messi. It'll be a throw-in. Maldini. Now it's Cruyff. Bale. And he's had it nicked away. Bale is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Oh, it's Dembele. Vieira. Vitinha. Vitinha plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now it's Hullet.
Suarez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And Cruyff! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Cruyff really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Caceres. And it's Vitinha. Vieira. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Yaya Toure has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And this is Shevchenko. Gerrard. That is lovely. Maldini. Nice control. It's a good-looking delivery. Brilliantly cut out. Luis Suarez. Vitinha played out to the left flank. Oh, played right into his path. Van der Sar chooses to deal with it himself. Maldini. It's a good run down the right. Roberto Baggio. Very nicely done. 15 minutes till half-time. Messi. The muscular approach does pay off here. And here's Baggio. Rijkaard. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Just eases him off the ball. Showing great feet there. Can he finish?
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Ferdinand promptly onto that, and that is that. Plays a sharp little ball here.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Dembele does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Messi tries to pass it through. He's picked his way through. Roberto Baggio. And it's Messi. Vieira. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Van der Sar trying to keep this in. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See.
Oh, what has happened here? Gerrard. Rijkaard. Vieira. That has not gone well. And it's Rijkaard. Bale. Oh, well played. Quality ball.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Hullet. Oh, that's fabulous. Chance, surely! He's got a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Thuram. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Shevchenko. Roberto Baggio. He's having a shot! And he hits the net. Right back in the game. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 20.
So,
Numero 4.
time for changes
Luis
on both
Suarez.
sides, actually.
Numero 10.
We have got
Messi.
ourselves a game here.
Lasciano il campo
The manager
per
must have
il
given them
numero
an earful
5.
at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Attenzione, una
Nicely
sostituzione.
weighted ball.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi
He's in
è di
plenty of space here.
81.007 spettatori.
He is through here. Oh, well played, well played. Roberto Baggio. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Great chance! They've got to be quick to recover this.
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Hullet. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
Arsenal have it back and can go again. Shapes to shoot! Vitinha.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Messi. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rijkaard. Here's Rafael Leao. And here's Hullet. And here's Owen. Stood up well to him there. Vitinha. Vieira. And he's looking to catch him up. And it's Vitinha. And it's Baggio. Yaya Toure. That's Rijkaard. Gerrard. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Rijkaard. Just 5 minutes left. Now it's Pelé.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Well, this is surely their last chance. Plays it in. There's the shot!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
He's got away.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Messi.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And that will be it. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The action has already started. Edwin van der Sar, such a calm, composed keeper.
He is one of the first sweeper keepers, Peter, because his feet are almost as good as his hands.
Has a look and plays it forward. And it's Bruno Fernandes. South Korea looking to pass their way through. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Villa.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Nice bit of trickery. Oh, that was vital. Rafael Varane. And it's De Jong. De Bruyne. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Now it's Messi. That has been slung wide. Neymar. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Messi. Vitinha. Passing is crisp and sharp. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to play it through. And this is Hullet. Great defending, strong and determined. De Jong can see things others simply cannot. Neymar. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Neymar, and the shot! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
Neymar might be slightly consoled by at least hitting the target.
And that was nowhere near his best. Nicely spread. Dembele. Oh, super find. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
South Korea upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it.
And it's in! Roberto Carlos. De Jong. South Korea finding their passes. De Bruyne. This is De Jong. De Jong cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now they can spring out of defence. That's been slipped through. And it's Roberto Carlos. Opts to play it back. Now it's shot a goal! Off the post! That is lovely. That has been knocked clear. Thinks about the shot. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Hullet. He has found the way through. Hullet was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He'll learn from it.
Well, that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Caceres. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Vieira. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. De Jong. Neymar. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Messi. Now it's Hullet. And he's there to make the challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And they're back on the ball again. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Oh, good spread. He's shifting through the gears here. There's the shot! So the first goal of the game.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. And the counter is on. Roberto Carlos. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Dembele. Messi. South Korea can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
De Jong. And he's in on goal.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
De Bruyne. Messi is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. And it's Hullet. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. 1-0 the score.
di quest'oggi è di 80.113 spettatori.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Now he's got space here. No luck with that dink over the top.
South Korea really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
De Jong. South Korea do have a chance to counter here. He's free, he has got space. De Bruyne, he gets big! And that's caused a worry or two.
Bruno
양아.
Fernandes is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 24.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Messi. Numero 20. Numero 22.
Distributed tidily.
Il numero 5.
South Korea are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, and certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And the flag has stayed down. Pirlo. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so...
Cruyff is on his own. And Cruyff! He scores!
아니요, 오늘은 쉬는 날이죠,
What it means
히히.
to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, what has happened here? Cruyff.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And he's certainly onside here. De Bruyne. Raul. Now it's Inzaghi. Now Pirlo. And it's Inzaghi. Aimed beyond the defence. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. South Korea have their second corner now. Oh, that's a fine interception. And he's quick to get it clear again. And a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Just 5 minutes left. Now it's Cruyff. Now it's Guardiola. Owen. Knocks it into space. Real chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's gone backward here. Goes for a shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Guardiola really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. Well, there's the clearance. South Korea have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Inzaghi. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And there's green grass ahead of him. Pirlo. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
And we're done. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes.
키키키키윽 낮에 하고 저도 껐네요. OA 학시밀란 드립 좋네요. 저도 안 봤지만 폭삭 속았수다.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch
거기
are
나오는
raring to
배우가
go
거기
any
역할에서
minute
확실히
now.
자꾸 쓴다고 들었어요.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
When you have Edwin van der Sar in goal, it's like having an 11th
뭐 말
outfield
버릇
player.
같은
He can make
거겠죠. 나도
every
드라마를
kind of
안
save
봐서 모름
and get
키키키요.
his team on the front foot.
Has a great gift for distribution, doesn't he? Almost assists.
Exactly, he's a playmaking goalkeeper who likes to trigger attacks as soon as the ball ends up in his possession.
David Villa will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now, can they get him away?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Vieira. And it's Dembele. Vitinha. Oh, such a clever touch. And it's Vieira. Ibrahimovic. Beckham. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, what a ball! Pirlo. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Great chance! Goal! The breakthrough strike! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first moment of real significance.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Big chance! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he has.
It's a mighty effort! Relentless! Just relentless! Pomp, panache, and passion. This, a man full of it all. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
A case now of complete control.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Thuram. And it's Vieira. Vitinha. Can he get it through? And he welcomes it in. Chance for a shot! And he hits the net. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Simplicity itself.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
오홍디빌
This is
가겠는데요.
Dembele, and he's managed to get free. Backward it goes, and the shot! Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two
보트김
sides
삼아
is
어서
the happier.
와요.
He's had it taken off him. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Yeah. Defending was strong and firm. He's going to be disappointed with that. And he welcomes it in. Oh, well played, well played. Vitinha, not the most accurate pass. Bale. He's being urged to shoot. Elects to... Oh, smashing! Oh, crossbar! Pull it. Can he spark a counter here? Caceres.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Iniesta. And here's Ibrahimovic. Knocks it into space. And the counter is on. And the half-time whistle goes. Oh, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Cambio di giocatori.
There's the start of the second half. That has not gone well. Oh, that's a key interception. And they win it back again.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now it's Villa. David Villa going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Beckham. Caceres does really well to win the ball there. And Hullet! Oh, he really got hold of that.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Pelé. Oh, it's come loose. Maldini. Vitinha plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And it's Iniesta. Pirlo. To Bale. Messi. Oh, they can break here. Oh, it's Dembele. Pull it at his creative best. He's set up 2 goals. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Hullet. David Villa. Vitinha. David Villa. Oh, Sujan, surely! They've scored! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.953
It's become a case of men
spettatori.
against boys. That has been cut short. Bale. Milan finding their passes. Looking for the run. Oh, he's found support out wide. Maldini is there and he can get that clear. Vitinha.
This is the time you need that pace.
He has found the way through. Iniesta. Bale.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Iniesta. Now this... Luis Suarez! Oh, he's been caught on it here. And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator.
키키키윽. 아티알비분 만나셨네.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We have already started here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this player, Lee Kang-in, is someone I'll be watching out for, Peter. He's a wonderful crosser of the ball, very good in dead ball situations.
Beyond special! What a player!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So, a breakthrough already. And now they can spring out of defence. He won't be happy with that one. David Villa receives it in a good position here. Well, that looks a decent ball.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And Hullet! Oh, taken with style. 2, and we've barely begun here. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
절 잘하는데요.
They end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So that's 2 now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And it's made its way to him, out towards the flank. Lam, it's a mighty... Oh, crossbar! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Hazard. That's Lee Kang-in. Messi. Mbappe is onto this. That'll be a corner. They've played it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Messi, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vieira. David Villa is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And here's Messi. Oh, look at the space here. Turns and goes back. Oh, that's a fine interception. Vieira. Nicely weighted ball. Approaching the half-hour mark. Hazard. And it's Zanetti. Messi. Now it's Villa. Now, what about a counter-attack? Lee Kang-in. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Vitinha. Vieira. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Villa. Strokes it back. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Hazard. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Maldini.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Here's Vitinha. Looking for options for movement. Messi. Tries to pass it through. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And this is Ronaldo. Lee Kang-in. Look at the space here. A header! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Thuram. So what can they make of this? Now it's Villa. Gives it back. And it's Messi. The referee's awarded a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Good effort, and it is right on half-time. How would you review the first half?
Well, Peter, 2-0. You're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between. Cristiano Ronaldo! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Lyon have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. Flings it across. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really... Can he finish? Oh, another save.
Mbappe really can't believe it. Foiled by the keeper again.
Hazard. Messi. And there's the shot! ambitious, but just off target.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Messi. And it's Messi. Lyon looking to pass their way through. Lee Kang-in was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, he's bustling through, and Hullet! He's done very well to get to that.
Hullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 24.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Numero 10.
So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Vieira, Son Heung-min. This looks promising. Roberto Baggio, quietly revving up.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Vieira. And that's another good win of the ball. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Vitinha. Oh, that's neat. Great ball, and he's going for goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Roberto Baggio actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So, third corner of the game. Son Heung-min getting this one clear. Lyon are looking to go forward now. Son Heung-min. Vieira does really well there, he is strong. Zanetti. Son Heung-min takes the shot! Puskás. Rummenigge. Messi. And it's Lahm. Lahm. Played into the middle. Oh, important interception. Now it's Martinez. Vitinha. Maldini. Ferdinand. 75 minutes played. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Tries a shot! And yes, it's there! Piercing, piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
He's had it taken off him. And here's Son Heung-min driving through the middle. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Iniesta going face-to-face with his great rival. somewhat off target. Looking for the run.
That is a great pick out.
Shot at goal! He scored! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! That was easy. Almost too easy.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Goes for the shot! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Il quarto uomo indica 4 minuti
Son
di
Heung-min
recupero.
out to the right. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Vitinha
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
played into space out wide. And the shot! It's bounced back off the post. Lam gets good distance on it. Iniesta. Son Heung-min. And that's that. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round.
흐. 고생했어요. 히읗 목요일이 페이지 마지막임. 그 전에 시간 있으시면 한 판 돌려요. 혹시나 딥 1 갈 수 있는데 한 판이면 키키키윽.